Hello, and thank you for joining me. This is the Time Is Now podcast. My name is Jody Albert Moss. I have some thoughts to share. A couple of the things that have helped me spiritually over the last few years has been breathing. I had practiced breathing off and on throughout my life, but nothing really resonated with me as much as watching Wim Hof, the Wim Hof method. You know, his videos are available on YouTube. They're free. That breathing really opened my eyes and made me see things differently. I was able to pull his techniques into other learnings that I had achieved, and it was very powerful for me. It affected my third eye. I could feel the energy in my body. It's just, if you tried the beginner video he has, I think it'll change your life. So breathing was very important to me, and meditation. The meditation often overwhelmed me in the beginning because everything I researched was a big, long, complicated meditation that I really didn't understand. And then I was introduced to the Follow Your Breath meditation, which again, there's a lot of information available, but it's simple. You just visualize your breath going into your lungs and visualize your breath going out of your lungs. And then you count. And you count from 12 to 20 cycles, and it's life-changing. If you do it 3 minutes a day, you'll find that throughout the day, there'll be moments where you're not really thinking, your mind is empty, and that's where you like to be, because if you don't have a lot of chatter going on in your mind, you're very receptive to information, to receiving information. The other thing that changed my life dramatically, I started out doing intermittent fasting. And with intermittent fasting, you end up with an eating window. And what I did was I shortened my eating window. So now I do intermittent fasting, and for me, it's a water fast. So I'll go 20 hours with no food, and then I have a 4-hour eating window. And that doesn't mean you just eat everything under the sun. You have to be mindful of the good foods. But for me, 20-hour fast, 4 hours eating window works really well. And fasting has really changed my life. And now that I'm familiar with it, and I've done it a while, so I'm comfortable with it, I'm exploring what's called dry fasting, and that's no food or water. So I do that in short periods to get my body used to it. I've found a huge spiritual connection to fasting. Over 24 hours on a water fast, and my energy starts to change. You know, my mind is clear. I feel pressure in my third eye. I can feel the energy move. So I personally believe there's a strong spiritual connection to fasting. So those are the three things that really affected change in my life: breathing, meditation, and fasting. There's a lot of great information out there. I don't claim to be an expert. I just want to share with you things that I've done in my life that have really changed it and helped me through these last few years that have been very challenging. And it's helping me to be a lot more spiritual. You know, another observation that I've made by doing this, and I think the fasting is a major part of this, is that wild animals seem to come up to me now. They're not as afraid. Birds are not as afraid. I think that as we work on ourselves and we change our energy, the world around us will change. You know, we're all connected. We're all one. Work on ourselves, change ourselves, become more positive, more energetic, more spiritual, and the whole world changes. Thank you for joining me. This has been the Time Is Now podcast. Have a fantastic day.